Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Altcoin Mentors YouTube channel. My name is Peter. I'm going to be doing our daily crypto coin updates and talk about recent trades and some of the recent prediction and trade analysis that I did this past week. So let's start with Bitcoin on a long-term scale. The trend is still negative. It's been going up a little bit, but like I said the other day, is that the even though it moves quite a bit, a couple thousand for Bitcoin on an up move, it doesn't mean that the trend has changed. It's just that price is going up for a moment, but the trend is still not up. So only for our short-term indicator actually just turned neutral. So our long-term, and we'll go to our medium term. Our medium term is also short, very negative. And so right now what we're doing is we're waiting for this little area over here marked in orange. That's probably around the area that will probably go short on a swing trade basis for a medium term. And we're hoping that it breaks over 7,600 and it goes all the way back down and tests the 5,900 area. So talk about our current trade that we're in now. So this was our call last week when we said that our short-term trend had changed from a neutral to a buy on Bitcoin. And as you see, we made that call when it was at 7,500. It went all the way close to 9,000, and now it's coming back down a little bit. And currently, it's in a neutral trend. And we actually got a short signal, and we entered the trade at 8,300, and right now it's at 8,230. So we have a small amount of profit. We're going to put our stop loss up here at about 8,600. And we're looking to get into the profit zone area between 7,600 and 7,800. So this way, it'll give us $700, maybe possible profit with a $300 loss. So because we're keeping our risk reward at about 2 to 1, we should, this is still a very decent trade. So let's talk about the analysis that we did last week on this. So as you can see, we've had a couple of buy signals, but it failed to break through this resistance zone. Now we're hoping that on a nicer swing, if it kept on moving higher, it would get into our profit zone, a target of about 9,400, but never quite made it there. Now it's turning down, and then that's why it's been a little bit of a neutral area, because here what you see is you have to see a nice progression higher. So you see a higher high wave here, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. And now what you've seen here is a new lower wave, right? And it's gone a little bit lower. And if it breaks this level here around 8150, it could get into the bottom area of the yellow, which is our channel zone, our sideways action zone. And then if it goes down there, it could go all the way down to about 7,900. And then there, it goes into the support zone between 77 and 7,800. So we're going to keep a close eye on this one because it is in a neutral trend. So because of that, anything can happen. So if we make a decent amount of money on this trade, maybe like somewhere between like 5 to 10%, we'll probably take the profits. Let's talk about Ether. So last week we made the call that Ether had gone from the long-term trend on Ether had changed to negative from neutral. It was up for a little bit. It was channeling over here, going sideways. Then it took a downturn, and even though it's been coming up, as you can see on this little candle here, this current candle, it had changed color from an upward little trend. So the medium-term trend soon might turn back into negative. Right now it's still down, but we don't have a clear signal yet to the downside. It has to get under about 785, right, for us to be comfortable, because then at 785, we think it can go down to about 550, because at 785, we're looking at putting a stop loss at about 900. So you're talking about 120 points. So at 785, at 120 points, we're looking to make a profit of about 220. So that means that at around 770, right, we have to go all the way back down to here, right, to this level, to the 550 area, right, to keep our 2 to 1 ratio. So talk about the Ether on a short-term basis. So here, this is kind of exciting now. This is all my screens are live, so they update on a live basis. So here now what we're doing is we have a possible short signal. All right, I'll put that there. And this is because I'll change it because for a while we were just going long, but now we might go short, and this is a possible short on this current candle here, but it has to change, it has to confirm. So the way it's going to confirm is if it goes to right below this number here. So what I'm looking for is a confirmation right over here. The confirmation will probably come around 8:15. So what I generally do now is, what I'll do is, because we have a color change below the 50 and everything is a little bit neutral, what I'm going to do is I will already pre-enter my order. So what I do then is I go into my order manager, I click in the price that I want, and I put in a stop limit price at 8:15. And then if it fills me, it fills me. If it doesn't, if it never gets there, then it never confirms. If it goes back up, I can just cancel the order. So let's talk about Litecoin. So Litecoin on a long-term basis is still negative. It's been going down. We also see a color change here in the current daily candle. So it might turn. If it does, it might go to the lows into the low 100s. So look at it from a medium term. Our medium term trend changed in the middle of last month. It's been going steadily down, lower waves. And so here, this is why this is neutral for the medium term, because we have all the way down here, we have lower low, lower high, right? Lower high, lower low, lower high, you know, almost a double bottom over here. And then it's been going higher. And then now here, even this is quite not a higher high. If it turns around, if it goes down below over here, around the 147, 149 area, then we think it can go back down to about 123. So same thing here. Oh, let me change that because we're gonna go into this is a confirmed short signal. So the signal here, that is a short. Short signal confirmation. The price for that on the entry, right, would be right there at about 149. So at 149, we think that it can go down to the bottom of this zone here, which probably put us at about 139. And if it breaks this level here, it can go down to the 124 to 127 area over here. So this was our resistance area over here, right? So we had mapped this out. And that's why, and so as you can see, even though the short-term trend was long, it kept on going higher and higher. It broke out of a sideways action. So remember a couple of days ago, I said that there might be a breakout if it comes over here. And it finally did break out. It went over to this orange, almost got to the little like resistance area. So now it started going down, and now we have a confirmed short signal to the downside on Litecoin. So let me talk to you about some of the trades and some of the ideas and how it works. So I'll give you this is our pending Litecoin trade. So the great thing about TradingView is if you follow us on there, is that you can look at things from when people made the signals. So basically here I said that the short-term trade for Litecoin was neutral, but if it breaks out of this little box area, then we could see a move to the upside. So now let's press the forward button, and that's exactly what happened. Right? Once it broke out of this box area here, it started to take off. So let's do the same thing for Ether. Right? So we had a call on Ether last week. So we said that the short-term trend had changed from a neutral to a buy. We started getting long signals. We started trading, but we said that we have to be careful of this little warning zone, right? This little resistance area over here. So that was on the 7th. So now let's see what it's been doing. Right, so see what happened is that same thing. It came into this little warning resistance zone, never made it to the profit zone, and now it's turning. And if it confirms down here, it will have a short signal to the downside. So right now, most of the trends are negative. All the long-term and medium terms are negative. Most of the short-term trends are neutral. If they keep on going a little bit lower, even the short-term trends will turn down. So over the next couple of weeks, we're going to add a few more coins to make things a little bit more exciting here, to give you a little bit more breadth to our channel. Hope you liked us so far. See what you said. If you like us, please follow us. If you have any questions, please ask away in the comment section. Thank you. Have a good night.